I'm Jennifer Morgan. I direct the Climate and Energy Program at the World Resources Institute. I care about climate change because it impacts the most vulnerable around the world, whether they be creatures, ecosystems, or people, and they're the ones that have contributed the least to the problem, and I find it a deeply unfair problem. And so I care about it because I want to try and bring voice to those that don't have a voice in political processes. The value for action on climate change instead of inaction is, number one, you avoid the impacts of climate change, which are already happening around the world and are costly and expensive. And the value of the action is not only avoiding those costs, but actually the benefits that come from action. You get to use energy more efficiently, lower costs, less air pollution, more renewable energy, energy security. It really is a nice way of pulling different benefits and costs together. I think what's different around the current conversation on climate change is that people are realizing that when you solve climate change, you actually are dealing with a lot of issues that are very important to people day to day. So if you switch away from coal, for example, which is one of the main things you need to do to solve climate change, you reduce air pollution. If you increase energy efficiency, you reduce your costs on your electricity bill. So these things that people want to do anyway, I think there's a greater realization that they can have the benefits and the quality of life that they want and tackle climate change at the same time. I think what I would like to see happening on the action side for the summit would be a real focus on renewable energy. And a signal from a set of governments around the world that renewables is the future, that they understand that the falling prices makes it way more competitive than coal, and that there's concrete commitment to moving in that direction. And I think my hope would be that this issue is taken seriously and back on the top table of leaders where it belongs.